So in the first house, we have North Node, which is life purpose. So the first house is everything to do with the self, your, personality, your appearance, and your self-oriented interests, your physical body, your characteristics, and how you are perceived by others, how you project yourself in the world, how you make your way through your, daily routines, and just how you present yourself to others. So now with this card in this house, basically what it's saying is that you are your own brand. So this is a destiny card. It may be that you're in the spotlight at the moment, but with these kinds of influences going on for you, it brings a great deal of sort of attraction to you. So, or you could be attracting a lot of popularity and rewards for effort. So basically, you are your own ambassador. So everything that you want to draw to you in your life, you've got to project. You've got to project all the very best parts of yourself. So it's really focus your attention on being the best that you can possibly be. So so this is in all aspects of yourself. So how you look, how you project yourself, how you socialize, your vitality, your vivaciousness. You've got to look the part. You've got to learn skills to enhance your best features. And all of these aspects that come in, this card indicates doorways opening, that you'll be well received. You may also be attracting members from your soul family. So this is people from other, lifetimes that you've had, and you're drawing them to you. And they will show you support, and you'll just feel an instant connection with them. But really, this is about showing your talents and abilities as well. So now with this coming in for you in your first house, it's going to affect your seventh house, which is how you interact on a personal one-on-one basis in your relationships. And it's also going to affect a great many other areas of your chart. Everything that you are putting yourself into is going to be affected by this card. So if you're somebody who's in the public eye and you're really, wanting to draw attention to yourself, or you are suddenly drawing attention to yourself, then this is really, bringing it to you now. And, you need to harness everything about yourself, all your best features, whether you speak well, or you just interact well with others, or you just look good, or you have, a kind of a sort of a personality which people are drawn to. There's lots of different ways that this can be manifesting for you in particular, but it's really about being your own brand ambassador. You are your own brand. So make sure that you're working that as much as possible. Then, in the second house, we have Cancer, I feel. So this is to do with, the second house is everything to do with your income, your money coming in, and your values, your self-worth, and what you own, your property, your possessions, it's your values about everything in your life. So this kind of indicates that you need to feel your way along. You need to be acting on your own wisdom, your intuition and instinct. You need to, you probably will be feeling very sensitive at the moment. It's great to be sensitive and to have sensitivity, but you need to also be resilient as well. So, you may just, avoid being, overly sensitive where you feel hurt by what goes on or what might be happening in any one of those areas in your life. So it's also about building resilience. You may be feeling quite protective of your possessions and also of your values and your self-worth. You want to be protective of yourself. So there's a feminine influence involved here. You may also be finding that your money and your income is going through different phases, and you've just got to, as I said, build resilience during those periods, and also just feel your way along through the ups and downs. You may also be experiencing situations from the past, or you may be going over past memories. You may be dealing with possessions from your family from the past. It could be like antiques or just items of sentimental interest. Those could all be coming in for you into this house. Just to note that the stock market is ruled by the moon. So if you are interested in anything remotely like that, then study those cycles and see if it works for you. But really, this is about harnessing your own wisdom and intuition and instinct about what you want to do with your money, what you want to buy, what you want to own, what you want to possess, and the protection of those items as well. And also just of your own self-worth, because from what I'm seeing elsewhere in the chart, there's a fair bit of action going on, change coming. So you may just need to be just pulling back a little bit, going through a little bit of withdrawal every so often, just to reorientate yourself and just get to grips with your money coming in, your values and your self-worth. Then in the third house, we have Yod, which is destiny, yet another destiny card. You actually have quite a bit of that going on in your chart at the moment. So the third house is everything to do with communication. So this is your written, verbal, it's also your body language, and this is interaction with others, and it can also be on a wider public scale, so a bigger scale than just family members like your siblings and your aunts and uncles and cousins. So it's on a wider scale, but it can also be to them, and it could be affecting your work, what you do for a living, how you interact with others on a general scale. The third house also covers documents and contracts. So now there's an element of fate with this card. So you may just be feeling that certain situations are fated, and you may be having certain issues with some of your family members, those sort of siblings, aunts, uncles, and cousins, that sort of situation where you just feel a bit different from them. You may just be a little bit out of step with what all the rest are doing. So not necessarily a black sheep, but you may feel like that sometimes, or you may just feel different from them. There's a little bit of tension, and there's a disruptive influence at play here. There's a bit of stress. So it may be just the way you are communicating with others, even on a more public scale. You may just need to address that as well. Think of more refined ways to deal with things. You may have to go it alone on certain issues. You've got to find your own truth and how you express that as well. So it's expression and action, but it's finding your own truth. You may need to sacrifice a few things to achieve your goals, but always this is going to be about finding your uniqueness and an inventive way to be expressive, how you're going to write, what your words are, what you're going to say. Putting yourself out there, but you may just feel pressured at this time, or there's a lot of tension around you at this moment, just be aware with contracts and documents and things like that. As I said, you may just be feeling that you've got to go it alone, and that you've actually got to steer your own path as well. Then in the fourth house, this is the house of home, everything to do with your home life. And it's also about your ethnic identity and your roots, your foundation. So again, there's a fair bit of introspection, and also finding ways to reinvent your home life, who you are in your home. Anything with a re in front of it during Mercury retrograde, anything with a re in front of it. So you may need to have some sort of revision about what it is you want to do in your home, or you may need to renovate or redo something. There's lots of different ways this can manifest, but it ultimately means that you've got to change something, or you need to go inward during this period, and it covers a week to 3 weeks. So it's a sort of time of deep reflection to actually relook at things and see how you can perhaps change something to better suit you. You may also be forced to do that as well, because with this influence going on, new ventures and new plans that you want to put into place, you may just have to put them on hold, because things can go wrong during this period. There can be miscommunication, misunderstandings, and things go missing, documents go missing, and emails go missing, or they just don't get delivered on time. There's lots of ways this can come about, but basically it means just put things on hold, go over everything again. You may have missed a mistake, or you may have missed something which actually needs to be reorganized or redone. You can, should technically avoid signing things to do with your home at this time until this period passes. As I said, 1 to 3 weeks. So just see how you feel. You'll know if communication is still not working for you, because you'll notice it in your daily life. Electronics, electric things, gadgets just may not function at this time, or you may go and purchase some kind of gadget or electronic item or technical item, and it just turns out not to work, or it's not actually what you want, or it just becomes like a white elephant and you have to take it back. So just be aware of that. Or it has to be changed. You may also, with this kind of influence going on, just back up all your computers, all your electronic items that carry information on your behalf, your cell phone. Just back everything up and make sure that you have a copy of all of those items. So it is about reinvention, and it can be a very positive thing. It can be a life-saving thing, because you redo something which is necessary, and you've perhaps missed something and now you have to do it again. Or it could just be a reorganization of your home and some kind of reinvention or some kind of revision is going on. Then in your 5th house, we've got Grand Cross, which is the provoker. So this is the 5th house is everything to do with children having fun. So this can be your children, or it can be children that you are close to. So it's also about having fun, all forms of recreation. It's also about your creativity, your creative side. It's also rules love affairs. So now with this is a very strong influence, and it's quite a tense aspect as well. It could be very difficult. So from this tenseness and difficult situation, a catalyst for movement and change will be created. So during this period of resistance and like overwhelm, lots of things going on, lots of things coming at you at once. Through this period of overwhelm, you have to just hold steady and keep going, because it will get better and there will be benefits later. But during the thick of it, it may just feel very overwhelming and a bit difficult. So this could be to do with your children, or children that you have, you're in contact with. They could be going through quite a difficult period at this time, and you are there to witness this and see them through it. Or you could just be having some difficulties in your relationship with them. It could also be, as I said, something to do with a love affair. This could be, there could be obviously compromises is going to be paramount in all of these relationships. So, you may need to just compromise and also come to find solutions to move forward. You need to stick with the relationships and stick with the issues until completion, because it will get better. So you've got to stick through all the hard times as well. There's intensity here. But ultimately there's renewal and victory out of this. It could also be that if you're a creative person, you're dealing with creative aspects within yourself and what the work that you do or how you come across to others. You may just be going through really quite an intense period at the moment, where you are, really having to pull out all the stops. You're having to dig deep. You could also be facing competition. And you may just feel that you are at cross purposes with things. Perhaps you've got a lot of talents and abilities, and it's just a case of juggling them all, and you don't feel like you're actually getting anywhere. So it's kind of it's a juggling act, and it's kind of balancing all these hard angle energies which are sort of focused on you with great pressure. This card is about finding discipline. It's about getting focused and also realistic. So pare down all the things that you're juggling and try and focus on one or two, or the ones that have high priority for you, so that you can break out of that and actually get to the better times.